What is up, YouTube? What a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful Sunday morning. It is October 16th, 2022, and boy, I'm going to let you know why it's a great day, first of all. Alright, first reason was yesterday, October 15th, 2022, one of the most amazing days of college football we've had yet this season, and we've had of all time. Alright, LSU fans waking up to that 5-2 feeling, dominating Florida again on Tom Petty night, Jaden Daniels slinging that rock, Josh Williams running up and down the field on that defense, and the savior Kayshon Boutte with the first 100-yard receiving game of the year. What a night for the Tigers, man. You get off of getting waxed. You get waxed by Tennessee last week. Mess up every single part of the game you possibly can. And I would be the first to tell you I thought they were gonna lose this game. Alright, I promise you I thought they were gonna lose. I thought Anthony Richards was gonna pull some out of his behind and they were gonna win this football game. Alright? But LSU said, not so fast, my friend. Oh my goodness. 8 for 12 on third downs. Jaden Daniels, 350 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 6 rushing touchdowns, or 6 total touchdowns, 3 rushing, 3 passing. Just domination from start to finish. Yeah, it had a rough patch in it. You open the game with the special teams blunder, you give up the 50 yards, give up the big touchdown, and we're all feeling that feeling, right? Every single one of us feeling that same feeling, but you know what? The football gods were looking out, and they gave LSU the strength tonight to not only do what they do, but they scored on their first 6 possessions. This team that threw for 85 yards against Auburn scored on a touchdown on their first 6 possessions and dominated that Florida defense. Alright, Florida's defense ain't nothing to write home about, but they dang sure ain't that bad. Alright, they ain't the worst in the SEC. They probably mid-tier. Alright, and what LSU did tonight was not good for them. Not a good look, for old Billy. All you haters, all I've been hearing, man, is Billy Napier this. Billy Napier's the guy. He's younger. He's a better recruiter. He would be a better fit at LSU. But you know what Brian Kelly said? The only thing that makes somebody a good fit is the W's. Alright? And Billy Napier can take his behind right back to the swamp and hold this L. Because that's what we do. Alright? The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. And LSU beats Florida. Alright? All things are true. Alright? And the same is this year. That's 4 straight. Tied the all-time series at 33. And now you've won 10 of the last 13 games against Florida. Alright, including in this 4-game winning streak, you were the underdog 3 of those times. 2 of those which came in the swamp, and you beat Florida's ass again. What a day. What a day. Alright, also, shout out to the University of Tennessee. What they did to us last week was not funny. Alright, but it's all worth it now. Alright, because they took down the University of Alabama yesterday. So shout out to the Vols, big Vol fan yesterday around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock when the game was getting tight. I really didn't think they were going to pull it out, but boy did they ever. And I'm so happy for them. Alright, because what they did for me yesterday, alright, made yesterday one of the greatest days of college football. Alright, so I'm so happy for them because that fan base deserves it. After 15 years, us going through our own struggle like that, I know how good that feels. All right, so I want them to enjoy this. All right, but when we play them in the SEC championship game, it's gonna be different. Cause you know what, your Fighting Tigers are 3-1 in the SEC right now. All right, you play Ole Miss still, you play Alabama still. Who's to say you can't win those games? Could happen. A little rematch up there in Atlanta. Good old Vols. All right, I don't know if that matchup will change up any of the result, but it's nice to wish. All right, man, let's break down this game, bro. All right. So LSU goes to the Swamp on Tom Petty night also, where they didn't back down for sure. All right, win 45-35. Game shouldn't even been that close. Like I said, LSU scored on the first 6 drives. Defense had a rough night. But once they started stringing some stops together, man, Florida was not stopping this offense. I think they stopped this offense like one time, really, because it was a third down where Jaden and Kayshawn couldn't connect, and it was like either dropped. It was kind of a bad pass, but either way, who cares? LSU won. All right, we're not here to critique today. All right, we're here to celebrate. All right, so box score stats. Obviously, I already told you guys. Jaden Daniels, 350 yards, 3 touchdowns with a quarterback rate of 93.6. Dog. What a dog. All you haters out there, including my father, right? All you haters that say Jaden Daniels ain't the answer, right? He's the answer right now. So watch your mouth when you speak about him, right? All right. The running game, though, tonight was elite. All right, Josh Williams had his first career 100-yard game with 101 on 14 carries, no touchdowns. Jaden Daniels obviously had 44 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns. John Emery, 8 carries, 31 yards. And LSU averaged 4.7 yards on the ground tonight, including Josh Williams had a big 50-yard run that set the tone for the second half. You come out, and let's talk about that. Brian Kelly, please stop taking the ball first. This is why you defer. All right, it worked perfectly against Auburn. It worked perfectly against Florida. All right, who cares if you give up a touchdown on the first drive? All right, you scored at the end of the half. All right, and then you open up the half with the ball and you go down and score. It worked to perfection. That's all we were asking for, man. All right, so thank you for doing that. All right, we're not even gonna talk about the special team stuff. We're not dealing with that kind of stuff today. We're all positive energy today. So any of y'all commenting about special teams, I don't care. All right, man's gonna get fired. All right, I promise you, he's gonna get fired. All right. So like I said, LSU scores first 6 drives. Kayshawn Butte goes off in the first half, man. They were throwing him the ball left and right the first drive. I mean, all they did was throw the kid the ball. I think he had like 60 yards just on the first drive. End of the game with 6 receptions, 115. Dog. You know it. I know it. But, man, let's talk about what the offense really did. All right? It wasn't that they were just scoring, doing what they normally do. All right? Jaden Daniels was slinging that rock, man. Slinging that rock. All right? Throwing the ball down the field, letting these athletes like Brian Thomas, who's just a superior athlete to everybody on the field, throwing them the rock, telling them, go get it, son. And that's exactly what he did. Gosh, man, that was so pretty to watch. All they did was throw the ball down the field, man. He trusted his guys, and the guys made plays. All right, LSU drops the most passes in the SEC. It's not a secret. Kayshawn's the worst one out of them all. All right? But last night, they became dogs again. All right? I don't know what got into them this week. All right, Brian Kelly said that he made Kayshawn Butte a captain because of the way he practiced all week. All right, when your best player's out there busting his ass in practice all week after a loss, you know, that shows what this culture thing that we like to talk about, what that thing is really doing up here in Louisiana right now. All right. Yeah, y'all need to go watch this Twitter video. Alright, I tweeted it earlier. Alright, it's Kayshawn singing the alma mater with Brian Kelly, and he daps him up at the end. And I'm telling you, that's the equivalent of exactly what we need here. All right, we need that buy-in. All Keishawn Butte has heard about the last 6 weeks is how bad he is and how he's transferring, how he can't catch the ball, how him and Brian Kelly are disconnected and they don't like each other, and Jaden Daniels and Keishawn Butte don't like each other. But that's not the truth. All right, the truth is that never was a problem. All right, because Keishawn has changed his mindset. All right, when I go to these games, all right, you know who is the first one in the locker room and the first one out? It is Keishawn Butte. All right, you know who's the first one to go dap up Jaden Daniels after he makes a bad decision or a bad throw and say, "We got you on the next one, bro." All right, a leadership role for Keishawn is probably not what he came into this expecting, but that is the definition of why he got number 7. All right, because Brian Kelly trusted him. All right, number 7 is definitely the most talented player on LSU. That is why you get that number. All right, but that number comes with responsibility. Okay? That number comes with responsibility. All right? It doesn't mean, it means that everybody is looking at you, and how you react is how they're going to react. All right, and if you decide you want to have a bad attitude, hence 2020, 2021 seasons, all right, when that starts snowballing, you see it. All right, and you don't see it now. There was no reason, all right, if this was 2020, there would have been no reason in the world LSU would have come in here and got rolled again. After getting beat like they did last week, all the mistakes they made last week, they would have come in here flat and they've got to run out the gym again. All right, but you know what? That's the difference. All right, because the focus is different. All right, it's all between the ears. It starts there. It starts with your practice. It starts with your preparation. It starts out about how much you care. Okay? And they didn't care before, but they damn sure care now. All right, and you know why? Because LSU is 5-2. God, I wish I could get that Florida State game back. They suck so bad. Man, they got rolled by Clemson yesterday, guys. They suck so bad. If we get to get one running back game, that is the game, bro. If we make that extra point, there is no reason that LSU is not 6-1 right now. And I promise you they would be, because they roll Florida State's behind in overtime. All right, because Florida State sucks. All right, I respected them when they beat us because I thought they were going to be pretty decent. They're not decent. Well, they are decent, but they're not good enough to beat us in New Orleans. Inexcusable. But either way, like I said, vibes are up. It's Sunday, fun day. Saints about to roll the Bengals. All right, hopefully my man Joe Burrow has a good day. He doesn't get hurt. Jamar Chase, same thing. But the Saints going to roll them, too. Saints going to win. All right, count on it. Mark it down in your bets. Whatever you got to do, Saints money line today. All right, that is all I'm going to talk about. I ain't even going to break down the game. I ain't going to hold you guys up, man. Enjoy your Sunday. If you're going to church, if you ain't got no job today, obviously you ain't got no school today, man, just enjoy the day. Watch the Saints kick some behind. Celebrate what a wonderful weekend of college football it was. Hopefully the NFL can live it up today, and we can have a great all-around weekend. And I will see you guys later this week, because we are breaking down the Ole Miss game, and y'all might be surprised who we will be picking to win that football game. Tigers undefeated against Ole Miss. All right. Woo. That's going to be rocking on Saturday, man. 2:30 kickoff. We ain't got no more noon kickoffs, thank the Lord. And with Tennessee winning yesterday, I don't know if y'all realize this or not, but Tennessee and Georgia play on the same weekend that Alabama and LSU play. So what does that mean? That pretty much guarantees LSU Alabama is going to be a night game. Because you know 3:30 or the 2:30 slot, you know who they're picking. They're picking Georgia and Tennessee. All right? So just be prepared for that. Be loud, be proud. Alabama looks a little rough right now. They got no room for error. All right? Just throwing that out there. Ole Miss too. Ole Miss ain't played nobody worth a shit yet. All right, this is their first game of the season right here. We're damn 6 games into the season. They are just now playing their first game. But we'll find out a lot about LSU. We'll find a lot about Ole Miss, and I like LSU's chances. That's all I'm gonna say. I like LSU's chances. All right, you get a big win like this, could spiral into a good thing. All right, we don't snowball anymore. We don't snowball anymore, guys. And for that, I'm signing off, and you guys have a great rest of your day. Make sure, if you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on all the social medias you see right here. All right, and I will see you guys later on this week.